What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day, and we just hit a 10x entry that I sent out yesterday on yesterday's YouTube play. So please leave a comment down below if you did tail it and how much money you won. That is kind of tradition around here now. But yeah, a really close call, I won't lie, with his Eagles game. 18.5 was his line for pass completions, and he ends up getting 18 pass completions on the dot, so we end up cashing both these. If you guys don't know, if you're new here, I do use this thing called correlation. Okay, so I use correlation in a lot of my bets, and what that means is, for example, this Eagles game, I knew they were the better team. I knew they should be up in the fourth quarter, which did happening eventually, right? It was a close game up until the fourth quarter, and what happens is a team, when they're up ahead, they're going to run the ball a lot more than pass. Okay, so they're not going to need to pass. If you guys watched the last drive of the Commanders, they passed a lot that drive because they're trying to get ahead in that game. They're trying to get ahead. They're trying to kick the onside kick, and try to get back in the game through passing, right? If you watch football, you know that happens, right? A team is going to pass a lot less if they're ahead. A team's going to pass a lot more if they're behind. I thought the Eagles were the better team. It took a while for them to get in the lead, a lot of missed field goals, but this is correlation, right? So the less that the Eagles are passing, the less completions Hurts is going to have, and the less receiving targets that Devontae Smith is going to have, right? So close, but we did cash it, right? We've had a lot of close calls go the other way this past week where we actually miss a couple entries very closely. So I'm glad we ended up winning and the luck swung our way a little bit here. So also Valorant is very correlated. If you guys don't know what Valorant is, it's pretty much a video game where the more rounds that happen in this game, the more kills that happen, and the less rounds that happen, the less kills that happen. This game ended up going into overtime both matches. Okay, so if it goes into overtime, that's going to mean a lot more kills, a lot more rounds, which means a lot more kills, right? So that did happen, and these guys went way over their projections right here, and we ended up cashing this full 10x entry right here. So we have correlation at the top, correlation at the bottom. We're going to do the same thing in today's video with correlation. So I do have a play for this Mike Tyson discount, and then I do have a play for Flex Friday, which is going to be a full 6-man correlated entry. Okay, so excited about that for you guys. And then I also have right here, we cashed this on the VIP. We picked up a setup, so correlation down here and then correlation up top right here. I'm just taking the overs. I'm kind of doing similar. I'm just taking the overs. Jameis, Cedric Tillman to go over. If you're on the VIP, you should have that. And then here's actually an example of a loss, right? So we actually we hit this at the top here, correlated, and then we didn't hit this. These guys went over their projections. I thought Eastern Carolina was going to win this game by a lot. They didn't. It was a close game. It was a shootout. I think it was like 37-38 or something like that. And they had to keep passing that ball, okay? So that's why these guys went way over. I should have took their overs, but I didn't. And yeah, it's very correlated here. I do this correlation in 4-mans or in 2-mans together. All right, so I did say there's a lot of promos today. It is Friday. That's when a lot of promos come out. It is Flex Friday, so make sure to max that out. I do have a 6-man for you guys, and then Mike Tyson discount. Okay, I'm excited about this. I'm not a big fighting or UFC or boxing or anything. I do kind of watch them casually, but I don't really have a big grasp on that. My lane is really NFL, esports, maybe soccer a little bit too with correlation. I'm hoping Mike Tyson wins. I don't know. I'd rather Mike Tyson win than Jake Paul, but if they give us a discount, we're going to take it. I'll probably put some money on Mike Tyson's money line just for fun and just to kind of watch the game. If you guys do want to join my VIP and get more bets like that correlated bet, and also you could put money on Mike Tyson and Jake Paul tonight. I think they have lines for it. What I want you guys to do is download Rebet, okay? So all you have to do is text me the word Rebet at this number right here. It is my personal number. And what I will do is I will give you guys the link to sign up for Rebet. All you're going to have to do is put $10 into Rebet and then send me a screenshot of proof that you did that for me. And then once you do that, I will give you guys 2 free months of my VIP. Rebet is an app that you can use in 47 out of 50 states. Okay, so I'm in Texas and I use Rebet, and you can do traditional money lines, spreads, all that traditional sportsbook kind of stuff on Rebet. So if you don't have access to that and you've been wanting access to that, you can download Rebet with my link that I have. And then again, you'll get 2 free months of the VIP. They have a deposit match, and then again, you can have access to money line betting, spread betting, and they should have bets for the fight tonight as well, money lines and stuff like that, as well as like all the college football games, all the NBA games and stuff like that on Rebet. All right, so I really do like Rebet. Again, all you're gonna have to do if you are interested in that and you're interested in getting my VIP for free is to text me the word Rebet and I'll give you guys the instructions for that. Also, I'm a very profitable sports bettor using this correlated betting strategy. So we just saw we cashed that one for 10x. We also had some close calls with some of them going 2-2-2-2 with 2 greens, 2 reds. This is my strategy over the long term. Probably 95% of the bets I take are correlated in some way, and this is the performance over the past 6 months from that. Okay, so we are right on the 6-month mark pretty much. This is since May 17th. So now we're on November 15th, which is today. And this is the 6-month mark, up over 300 units using this. If you don't know what the unit system is, it is how much you're putting in every bet. Okay. So 300 times how much that you put on every bet. Some of you guys put $5 on every bet. Some of you guys put 20. Some of you guys put 100 on every bet. And here's some helpful kind of things on the side here to show you guys how much you would be up, tailing all of my bets in the past 6 months. Past week, we haven't done very well. You can see there's a bit of a dip here, but every time there's a dip, we always bounce back, right? There's been a dip here, there's been a dip here. We always bounce back. We always hit 10Xs and hoping to have a very, very good weekend because college football is really where we make a lot of our money, especially with these 10Xs. So I'm excited to get into today's picks. Let's go ahead and hop into the picks. All right, you guys. So the first play of the day is going to be utilizing the Mike Tyson discount. Hopefully he lands one punch. Like I would think he would, right? So this is pretty much a free square. And then I'm taking 3 players on Baylor. Okay, so this is extremely correlated. This is something that I do a lot when they have discounts. I do discounts plus 3. Okay, I normally do discounts plus 3 college football or 3 NFL players to either go over together or under together. So if you think about it, we have the Baylor quarterback Sawyer Robinson over pass yards, right? And then we have his number 1 receiver Josh Cameron, and then his running back Bryson Washington to also go over receiving yards. So the better that Baylor does, the better that Sawyer Robinson does passing the ball, the more likely that his other targets are going to do better receiving the ball, right? If you think about it like Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, if Mahomes gets 300 yards, 400 yards, 350 yards, like has a very good day passing, it's very likely that Travis Kelce, his number 1 target, is going to get, 80, 90, 100 of those yards because he's very correlated with Mahomes. So the better Mahomes does, the better Kelce does. And it's the exact same thing with these schools, right? Baylor quarterback, Baylor receiver, Baylor quarterback, Baylor running back. This should be a shootout, okay? It should be a shootout on paper. It's Big 12. These teams are very evenly matched. They're both 5-4, and they have good offenses, right? So the better the offenses are in these games, it's going to be back and forth, a lot of passing. Sometimes I take all unders, but for this particular game, I do like all overs. Sawyer Robinson, normally when he does, when Baylor scores a lot, Sawyer Robinson's going to have a lot of pass yards. And then Josh Cameron and Bryson Washington also. So very correlated, right? Hopefully Mike Tyson can do his thing. Hopefully get a win. I'm hoping he gets a win, but at least he'll get one punch, right? And then once he does that, we'll have this 3-man for a 9x, okay, which 9x is really good to get it here. If you took a receiver instead of a running back, you would only get an 8x, okay? So it's important you take the running back to go over receiving yards. So this is the first play. I take a lot of plays like this when we have discounts. And then the second play of the day, this is going to be for Flex Friday. I'm going to go ahead and zoom it in. I would max out how much you have on your Flex Friday, okay? Sometimes I have 20, sometimes I have $5. I had $5 last week. For some reason, I have 20 now. I don't know. It depends. I get questions about that a lot. It just kind of depends what your account looks like. I don't know. So I am taking 2 defenders, or actually this is a defender and then this is a goalkeeper for soccer, okay? So if you think about it, we have correlation, right? I do correlation and I do it in pairs. So we have the first pair of correlation up here, these little like blue jerseys, and then we have 2 pairs of correlation down here. This is Dolphins, right? We have these teal jerseys, and then we have these white jerseys down here with correlation. So we have correlation, 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 right? So instead of 6 separate things needing to happen, let's say you have like NHL and NFL and NBA and all of these different sports with these 6 plays, with these 6 different lines, we have 3 sports, 3 games happening, and we pretty much, instead of 6 separate things needing to happen, we need 3 things needing to happen, okay? So let me go ahead and walk you through what we need to happen, right? So we have the Spirit Defenders right here. This is a soccer team. It's a women's soccer team. Doesn't matter. Women's, men's, doesn't matter. They pass the ball, right? We've all seen soccer. They pass around the ball. The team with more possession is going to get a lot of passes. So these players are either going to pass to each other a lot or they're not going to pass to each other a lot. So the more that they are passing to each other, the more pass attempts that they are going to get together, right? The defender, they're going to pass to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper's going to pass to the defender, defender passes to midfield, midfielder passes back to defender, right? We've all seen soccer where they pass back and forth to each other. So we are taking the unders right here in this specific game because I'm thinking that they are not going to possess the ball a lot. Gotham FC has pretty good possession stats, and also this team struggles against teams that have good possession stats, okay? So I'm taking these two players to go under together, not many passes, okay? And then I'm taking this game with Miami Dolphins versus the Raiders. The Raiders have Gardner Minshew in. Gardner Minshew's not very good. Raiders aren't very good. And Miami Dolphins should win this game pretty convincingly, okay? I think Miami's going to win with defense alone and with running alone. So Tua, like I just said with that Eagles game that we saw earlier, the more a team is ahead in the fourth quarter or the second half, the less they're going to have to throw, okay? So the more they're ahead, the more they're going to have to, the more they're ahead, the less they're going to have to throw. If they're behind, they're going to have to throw more, right? I'm thinking that the Dolphins are going to be ahead in this game. I think we can all kind of agree that Dolphins are better than the Raiders. Raiders are not very good this year. They also throw a lot of interceptions. That's going to cause, more points to be scored by the Dolphins, obviously, because they're going to get more, better field position, all that kind of stuff. So I'm taking Tua to go under pass attempts, and then his number one receiver, Tyreek Hill, to go under receiving targets, okay? So the less that Tua throws, the less likely that he throws, the less likely he's going to throw to Tyreek Hill, right? If Tua comes out and he only throws like 25 times, 22 times, something like that, then it's very unlikely that Tyreek Hill is going to get 9, 10 receiving targets, right? It's the same exact thing that we did hitting this 10x right here, right? With Hurts and Devontae Smith. We're taking the unders. I think this team's a lot better. All right. And then we also have right here, we have North Texas duo, Chandler Morris and DJ Sheffield. Again, this should be a absolutely insane shootout tonight. I'm hoping it is. I'm probably going to have this game on, and then once the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight happens, I'm going to watch that, and I'm going to go back to the North Texas UTSA game if that's still on. So this should be an insane shootout. We have two really high-powered offenses and two really bad defenses, okay? UTSA, I think they're the second or third worst passing defense in all of college football. That's like 150th out of 153 or whatever it is, right? Really, really bad defenses here. UTSA, they just got put up 400 yards. Who put up 400 yards versus them? I actually have it up right here. Memphis, okay? The Memphis quarterback put up 454 yards against UTSA last week. They are a really bad defense, and UTSA, get this, UTSA still won by 8 points. So the other quarterback put up 454 yards, but UTSA still put up 44 points and still won this game. They're a really high-powered offense, but horrible defense. So that makes a great recipe for a shootout, okay? So a shootout, that's going to be more yards, more receiving yards, right? We got Chandler Morris, obviously the quarterback for North Texas, and then we have his number one receiver, DT Sheffield. This guy can put up 150 yards easily in a night. So again, going over it, we need not very good possession, not very many passes from this duo right here, and then we need Dolphins to win this game and be up pretty much in the fourth quarter to not have many pass attempts and then not have many receiving targets for Tyreek, and then we need this game to turn into a shootout, which again, like all signs point to this being a shootout. If this is a defensive, like a defensive masterclass of a game, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to explain that, but this all signs point to a shootout with this game down here. Again, Chandler Morris has the opportunity to get 400 plus yards in this game. And that is the 6-man, you guys. Let me go ahead and make it a little bit smaller so you guys can all lock this in. This is correlation at its finest right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you're interested in this correlated strategy that I use, we're very profitable using it. And then also you can sign up for Rebet and get 2 months free. Oh, I also forgot to mention I'm doing a 75% off discount code 5 times. Okay, so there's only 5 spots available. If you're interested in this, use code HURTS, okay? Code HURTS will get you 75% off of my VIP. That's going to take it down from $250 to $61, okay? Again, it's going to sell out after 5 times, so go quick. That'll be the first link in the description, and then also my number will be in the description as well. Thank you guys. Let's hopefully have a great weekend. I will come on later tonight and give you guys some more college football plays and stuff like that going into the weekend, and I will see you then. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.